Now, at the start of this summer, a ban on single-use vape products finally came into effect, with one of the aims being to protect the environment, stopping all of that plastic and metal being thrown away.
You see them everywhere, don't you? But the waste disposal firms say they're actually dealing with more vapes now than they ever were before. Emma is looking at this for us and can explain all. Morning, Emma.
I can. One of the problems is they can leak toxic substances into the environment. They're really difficult to get hold of. Now, good morning. The UK's largest waste firm says the ban on disposable vapes has made the problem of getting rid of them even worse. The ban was introduced at the start of June this year. It was supposed to cut down the amount of discarded vapes sent to landfill. But there's evidence that it isn't working. Before the ban, IBVTA said it was seeing an average of 200,000 vapes per month incorrectly mixed in with general recycling. In the 3 months since, it's actually increased 3% to an average of 206,000 vapes a month. Now, it's causing serious problems, and the firm says vapes that aren't disposed of properly are also behind an increase in fires, as Ben King reports.
They call them bombs in bins. Vapes contain lithium batteries, and when they're crushed, they catch fire, burning everything around them. Vapes and other small electricals caused 60 fires in June alone for the UK's largest waste firm, IBVTA. This was one of the reasons disposable vapes were banned, along with the risks of them being bought by children. But IBVTA says it's as bad as ever.
Well, it hasn't made any difference to the problem. In fact, we're seeing more vapes in our system causing more problems, more fires than ever before. But we don't imagine these problems are any different for anybody else.
He says dealing with these problems costs the waste industry £1 billion a year. So why hasn't the ban seen a fall in the number of vapes being wrongly thrown away? It seems there are still lots of disposable vapes out there. In Brighton, vapers felt that people were still widely using them.
So they haven't disappeared just because there's a ban?
No, definitely not. No, definitely not.
They're sold just openly everywhere, so I don't know where it was banned, but definitely not in any shop that we've been to. So.
And lots of the vapes that can be reused still get thrown away.
A lot of people don't realise that they can exchange the pods, so I think they just think, oh, I'll bin that and get a new one.
The vape companies haven't been sitting still since the ban was announced. They've brought out hundreds of new products that aren't covered by it, in different sizes, different shapes, and different materials. And all of that makes it much harder to recycle them. So what should you do with vapes when you've finished with them? They don't go in waste bins or general recycling. They should be returned to the shop where you bought them, put in dedicated vape bins, or taken to the local tip. Vape retailers say the ban is working.
So I think the disposable ban has undoubtedly been a success. We can see through the data consumers are recharging and refilling devices. So actually, if IBVTA's findings are true, this is about actually disposable products still washing through the system, either through illegal traders or through the illegal black market. So great strides have been made, but still work to do.
The disposable vape ban is less than 4 months old, so it's still early to assess its full effect. But so far it looks like the environmental impact of vapes and the fires they cause isn't an easy problem to solve. Ben King, BBC News.